Welcome to Season 2. This is an entertainment channel, not a how-to channel. I'm still new to turning, so if you see something, say something in the comments below. Welcome back to the channel. In this episode, we're going to make a flame birch wood potpourri box. We're going to do something a little different. I'm going to take a piece of this purple heart and squish it in the middle. Now, I've used purple heart on the top of a potpourri box before, but this one's going to be somewhat in the middle, kind of, because this is a bit of a tall potpourri box. If we were to turn it just as it is, I want to cut this in half so it makes a nice proportion of light wood with a dark piece of wood and a thicker piece of light wood. I think the contrast is going to look good, and yeah, let's see how it turns out. Let's get started. So the first part is to cut that purple heart to length. I got to get a measurement, trying to match it up to the flame birch. Now that I have that measurement, it's off to the bandsaw. But we're not just cutting the purple heart here, we also need to cut that flame birch pretty much in half for the top piece. Normally I use epoxy for this, but I'm going to give the Titebond a chance to prove itself. Sanded both sides, and yeah, let's give it a shot.
One eternity later. You start me up like no one has ever could. You fuel my fire. Well, all the odds we end up loving it. Spending every minute together. I found it quite odd, quite lovely. You start me up like no one has ever could. You fuel my fire.
Oof. Oof, ah. Oh no. That took a chunk and a half out of that. Oh no. That's a problem.
It was at this moment that he knew. He f***ed up.
That chipped right out of there. We're moving chips. Let me show you what I was talking about. I was noticing some chipping out happening. I was starting to get the flats down, getting it nice and round, and then this chip out came flying off. So this is pretty much ruined. Well, not entirely ruined. What I'm going to do is I'm going to continue turning this around, put a mortise in this side, and we'll flip it around, and we'll turn this purple heart out completely. We'll just get rid of it, and we'll get a new piece of purple heart to get in here. And yeah, that's the plan. Let's see how this plays out. It was pretty much at this point that I realized it was important to understand your speeds and feeds, which metal turners understand, but wood turners tend to forget, like myself anyway. And I also forgot to hit the record when I glued the top piece on. So insert imagination of it being glued on and SpongeBob saying 2 days later. After flattening off the top, it was time to measure out where the lid would go. Cut out a little groove and test fit the potpourri lid. Man, I got it on a first try. It was great. Fit perfectly. So the only thing left to do at this point is take the insides out. I don't know if you can, I'm not sure if you could see it or not, but there's like just an ever so slight little gap through here between the Purpleheart and this Flame Birch. This piece is good, but this side, there's a little bit of gap. Right there's a piece of gap. Right there's a little gap. Right there's a pretty decent sized gap actually. You can probably see that one. It comes across there. So I don't know if there was an air pocket. Don't know what the heck is going on because there was a lot of glue on both pieces, so whatever, doesn't matter. We're going to fill up the holes with some CA glue and get right back to sanding. That sawdust there should protect the lathe bed, right? In theory. We just want to put a little bit of glue down in there. Matter of fact, I don't even know if I want to activate it even. My sanding process starts off at 80 grit and I work my way up to 600 grit. Once I've completed that, I use the denatured alcohol to wipe it all down. Once the denatured alcohol is dried up, I put the sanding sealer on and move straight off to the Scotch-Brite pad to wipe it all down and knock off any of the fibers that were pulled up from that sanding sealer. Once it's all dried off, it's on to the OB Shine Juice. This has got to be the smallest potpourri box I've ever made. Look at that chatoyance. We'll go over that in a minute. But yeah, flaming birch with purple heart center and a heart top. Ha! It's a flaming heart potpourri box. Get it? Flaming heart. Oh, okay. Look at that. Wow. All right. Come on in close. Let's take a look at this up close and personal like. Oh yeah, look at the chatoyance going across there. I tried to line up all the wood so it would be a nice chatoyance on all the same pieces. I kind of see like a little bit of chatoyance over here, a little bit up here, so it kind of goes up angled here, but then on the other side here, it looks pretty good. Well, not quite. I mean, you still got a little chatoyance on this side. Could have swore I lined up all the wood the same direction. Also, because these were two different pieces of wood, even though they're both flame birch, there is a little discoloration, a little darker wood on top than this lighter wood on the bottom. It would have been nice if it was all the same wood top and bottom, but what are you gonna do? Live and learn. Maybe next time I'll just get one bigger piece, cut that in half so it's all the same piece of wood with a separator. Tell me if you want me to do that, and yeah, I'll see what I can do. So inside didn't do much to clean it up or really make it look fancy on the inside, so that's why it's all dark in there. Oh, we always start at the bottom, but this time we're going to end it on the bottom. Got as wide as I could for this little potpourri box. Got my logo on the bottom. It's nice and smooth. Yeah, it looks good. I think that makes a nice little potpourri box. Obviously the smallest one I've ever made. In fact, it is just under, right about 3 inches, well, just about 3 inches tall and just about 4 inches wide. So she's a smallie. You know, regardless of the issues this might have, I still like it, and I hope you liked it too. If you did, consider hitting that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and that notification bell. Thanks for giving me a turn on your screen, and we'll see you next week. Still need a lot more practice. That looks pretty good though. Hello, hello. Welcome back to the channel. All right, all right. Let's turn this off. Here, turn that off a minute. All right, so I got this piece of wedge. I don't know if you can pick that out, but it's a little thinner down at this end, thicker at this end. I think that might be kind of a cool little transition there, where it wedges from a thick to a thin. I don't know, I'm gonna give it a try. I tried this once before, it didn't really work out. It turned out to be kind of pretty straight, but this one's got a pretty obvious curve to it. And this side is the flat side. Now, you know what? Probably wouldn't work out too well. Because then if I flatten this, it's not gonna matter. Yeah, I think I'll just plug this up, just like that. Boom, done. All right, never mind. So we got ourselves, I think, the smallest potpourri box I've ever made so far. Get it, Flaming Birch? Little heart top. Oh, my phone. Really? Jesus, my phone's going off like crazy. Let's put ourselves in silent mode. Silence. Okay, let's try this again.